course it is. No wonder I was going so slow. All right, we're out here, Mountain Island Lake, Queen City, kayak bass fishing. We're about to go get them. Launched at 6. Getting ready to hit my first spot. About 60 guys in the hunt today. Let's try and get after them. Here we go. Whee. All right. First cast with the new reel. I am starting with a popper. Pop R action. Hey, no backlash first cast. That's a good sign, right? Here's one. Smashed it. Wow, he hit that hard. Holy cow. He crushed that. Wow. All right. Let's get myself ready here. It was just kind of sitting there. That's a decent one for this lake, man. That's a decent one. Here we go. 15. $15 inches. On this little pop R. Let's get back in there. Oh my God. Look at the size of this fish. Look at the size of this fish. Oh my God. 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 Oh, baby. Oh, I'm shaking. 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 Look at the size of this thing. Look at the size of this spotted bass. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Boom! Look at the size of that spotted bass. Is he gonna hit 20? I don't think so. He's gonna come close. Oh my God, look at the size of this thing. Look at the size of the spotted bass. Woohoo! See you, buddy. Oh my God. Oh my God. That thing came jumped through the hole in my net next to, the thing jumped through here, and I had to scoop him backwards. What a mess. I am glad he was hooked good. I don't know if I'd have forgiven myself ever if that fish would have gotten away. I don't think I probably would have just packed up and gone home. Collect yourself. Uh-oh, this inshore. Let's get that backlash over there. Ooh-hoo-hoo. Wasn't set, so who knows what kind of a hook set we got. That's another decent one. That's another decent one. That's actually another really good one. You know what, man? True South live wire spinnerbait. It's actually a long fish. Let's see what we got here. This is like the third cast with that spinnerbait. Drag wasn't set on my reel that I was using, so see it. Oh, I've been getting any releases on these fish. Done. Sorry, I've been geeking out at how well this morning is going already. You get all those mayflies in the water, and what it'll do is it brings in the smaller bait fish. They feed on the mayflies, and if you give it 10-15 minutes, those bait fish will attract the bass, and then you can start, you'll start seeing more bass up there. There's a good one. That's a good one. Alright, just found my limit. Now it's time to upgrade. This one's probably going to go 14, maybe 15 inches. Just a littler, smaller spot. Came on that True South live wire spinnerbait again. Get this guy on board. Ow. God, these things have sharp teeth. There he goes. That's a limit. So now anything under 15 is no good. Let's get at them. Alright, so there hasn't been much to really talk about for the last couple hours, but I did just catch one on a sassy stick from old Biz Baits. It's their baby bass color. It's an interesting color. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, anyway, tiny little guy. He is not going to help me at all. I know that there are several guys that have small bass. I mean, even a small bass pot isn't really going to come into play here. I think this guy is over 8. Yeah, he's about 11 inches. So, but it does feel nice to catch one again. Finally, been a while. Got a release on this guy for you. Oh, that's cool. What a jerk.
Our Emerald School of Excellence, she's in the building.
This is
Big
fancy.
Bass prize goes to Mr. Graham Ray with a 19 3/4. Going home with $225. Boss man, thank you. You got it. Ready? Wow, you can get in there. No? You're going to run this when Daddy gets old. You can't do it anymore. 1, 2. Good job. Let's catch it on.
You'll have to watch my YouTube video. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
I don't like it. 4th place. Going home with $265. It's gonna hurt me to say his name out loud. He didn't even tell me if he lost any 20s. Look, he's already up here. I didn't even say anything. I didn't even say who it was. Shut the TV off, Ryan. How many 20s did you lose? 0. How many did you see? At least 12. Nick Huddleston, 4th place, $265. Good job. Hey, that's his first trail cash. We give him a hard time, but he's been here every month, making us laugh. 3rd place, going home with $374 with the big fish tie. What else is new? 61 1/4, Ronnie Murphy. So Ronnie's leading our big bass for the year. Currently, 2nd place, $561. Going home with.
Any words you'd like to say to the camera?
Not first or last.
All right, Ricky, Bobby. Get the initial look.
He had to go to work. Chris Goodwin is on tear. 2nd place, $561.
Oh boy. What are we doing? What's happening?
Child here. Let's go. I was
Hey!
I'm done. Well, he was supposed to do it at Hartwell. He said if he ever thought he could win. Y'all click the button. Why he owns those, you'll have to ask him after. 2nd place, Chris Goodwin. Place that plaque there. Let's get a picture.
Please come do the thing.
Chris put his time in. He deserves that check. And the champ of Mountain Island Lake, presented by Installing the Holidays, going home with a smooth $1,000. Somebody better grab his camera. Mr. Graham Ray with 66 1/4. Get that close up. I think this is where he's going to drop all his plugs. So that one fits.
Shut the killer right.
Congrats, man. On the big hack. First win?
First win.
First win.
Saturday win.
First Saturday. Awesome.
Good job,
Awesome.
Thank you.
What are you doing?
High fives.
Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed that video of the Queen City Kayak Bass Fishing Tournament on Mountain Island Lake that I was fortunate enough to win with the 4 fish that you saw. Obviously I didn't catch much. It was a tough day. I think there were about 24 skunks and it was tough. I mean, I was fortunate enough to find the fish that I did, and I'll be honest with you, that one spot that I caught all my keepers, my 4 fish that I weighed in, what I saw was obviously the mayfly. There was a huge mayfly hatch overnight, and well, not necessarily overnight, but there was a huge mayfly hatch going on, and I saw overhanging trees and a dock. I don't know how much the dock really came into play, but it was there, and there were two overhanging trees that you see, or that you saw in the video, that I kind of just keyed in on. And I knew that some of that stuff, some of those fish would be feeding on the bait fish that were feeding on the mayflies. So popper is always a great bait for that, and that's where I was throwing this guy. This is what I caught two of my fish on, including the big. So just a straight king popper. I don't know if the feather made any difference or not, but this is what I caught them on. Also caught my other two fish on this live wire. It's a very thin wire, but man, this thing's durable. I thought for sure, this is from True South Custom Lures, and I thought for sure that one fish in this thing would be toast. But this thing held up, and it's still good to go. 3 blades, and you know, those spots. It's a really clear water lake, and after the sun came up and kind of my bite was a little bit over, I stood up and looked kind of at what I was fishing, and at the bottom, and I was in maybe 2 feet of water, probably less, is where I caught most of those fish. So they were definitely up cruising, eating those bait fish that were munching down on those mayflies. So if you ever see kind of a mayfly hatch happen, think popper, think subtle. And if you'll notice, when I got the bites is when this popper was just sitting still. It wasn't there was no cadence, nothing. I just let it, I threw it out, popped it a couple times, and then let it sit, and they hit it on the pause. They hit it when it wasn't doing anything. So I fished pretty much the rest of the morning with that in mind, and kind of tried to use this as much as I could, but I just couldn't find any more fish. It was just that one special spot that I had. And then the last fish that I caught, this was the Bizbait Sassy Stick. This is their baby bass color, which is a little bit different than everybody else's baby bass color. It's not a two-toned or anything, but this is a great stick bait. Obviously, I use Bizbait soft plastics for most of what I use on jigs, Texas rigs, all that kind of stuff. But just wanted to give you a little rundown of what to look for when you see a mayfly hatch going on, and you'll know when there's a mayfly hatch. If you haven't seen one, you'll know. They're everywhere. And another little tip too, I didn't have anything with me, and I didn't really show this in the video, but what you can do when you see that and you see those overhanging trees is get yourself like a practice weight, or, and this is something to just carry around in the summer. It doesn't take up any space. A practice weight, or like a spook, or a big hard bait, and take all the hooks off of it. And when you see those overhanging trees, toss that weight or that walking bait or whatever up into the tree to knock all those mayflies down. Do that to a couple trees in a row, and then wait, I don't know, 2-5 minutes, whatever you want, till you see a lot of those smaller bait fish eating all those mayflies. And those smaller bait fish are what key in, like the bigger bass key in on those small bait fish, coming up and looking for those smaller fish feeding on the mayflies. So, and that's when you'll catch them on a mayfly hatch. You know, the spinnerbait was something that I was actually kind of surprised that I caught them on, but you know, they're up there chasing those smaller bait fish, so it kind of makes sense. And then obviously the popper. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Give me a thumbs up, share the video, subscribe, hit that little bell, and we'll catch you next time. I got a trip over to the Neuse River in North Carolina, which is going to be with the parents. We're going to do some fishing for at least 2 days, looking for one of those big old redfish, hopefully some trout and everything too. So I appreciate you guys watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I will catch you next time. Thank you.